Yeah, bienvenidos. Ahora.
Okay. Where we're gonna assign you characters, and it's not gonna be the character Dr. Bork assigned you, because we want you to get to know all the characters. And then you get in groups, and we have scenes that you guys will read and analyze that character. So raise your hand if you're Stanley. Like if you were assigned. Okay, you guys will.
Oh, on the
know-
character charts, if you were
Yeah.
assigned Stanley, right?
Yeah, if you were assigned Stanley on the character. Okay. Blanche, Stella, Blanche. Okay, raise your hand if you were assigned Blanche. No, from Dr. Born. Okay. Stella, Stanley. Okay, and then the rest of you were Stella's. Okay, so you're Stanley. I think Stanley. Okay, now these might change, but raise your hand if you're Stanley.
Now.
Now. Okay, great. Raise your hand if you're Blanche now.
Eli, that's you, or sorry,
Xander.
Xander, that's you,
Blanche
right?
now.
Who else is Blanche now?
Okay, so just you two? Okay, and then raise your hand if you're Stella now. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Okay.
Who
Oh,
should I be?
yeah. You. Oh, no, Stanley has three. So Blanche or Stella. Let's give you Blanche.
All right.
Okay, and now you're gonna make a name tag, like we did for Pride and Prejudice.
Funness.
Yep, on that. We're gonna like put it on your shirt this time, so don't worry about holding it. Or you can if you want it to be smaller. But
So basically, you're gonna do the character.
yes, the character that I just assigned you.
Now you can write this.
No. I ran out of space. I pulled a John Mulaney.
Get over and do it again.
Big B.
Do you have a couple name tags, or do you need more time?
We've done it before.
Okay, you're really good. Give you 30 more seconds. You're done? Okay, cool. You all have tape, yeah, so tape it on to yourself in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully, so you see the name. Yeah, that, I mean, if that's what you want, you have to be able to read those. Why did I start to read?
You need apostrophe in characters. Nope, before.
No,
You were talking about each individual's. There you go.
Thank you.
Teacher moment.
Okay. I want the Blanchers over here. Go there now. With your book and everything, yeah. And then all that jazz.
You should be a Blanche with us. She's not here, it's just a recording.
Awesome. And then Stanley's in the center.
Put them in the front.
And then Stella's
just Allison. It's just Allison. She won't mind. There's no one on screen.
I don't care. Sanders always are there.
Lazy.
She's lazy for helping here. What if she's deathly ill? You're
I would definitely, well, you come to school anyway, and you regret it.
And then you
in
give
like 10
everyone
minutes.
else your illness.
Wasn't COVID.
Yeah, I remember when I got a bad cold. When were you sick?
It's like, well, you said don't-
Yeah, that's exactly when I got.
Okay.
that's cool.
So this is the question you guys are gonna be looking at. It's what is your character's main motivation or motivations, they have multiple, and how does that conflict or coincide with their personality? Stella's, you are looking at scene 11, specifically pages 178 and 179, but if you want to look out of that, you can. And then Stanley's scene 8, page 134 to 135. And Blanche, scene 9, with page 145. I'm gonna discuss with your group.
Okay. That's the part about realism and magic. Why not?
Well, like, I get it, because, you know, like, I don't know if my brain works. But.
Like you get that you get the motivation that she wants it.
Yeah, but it feels like childish.
Yes.
I feel like, especially when she's trying to be so, like, she's still trying to be young, but I don't know if she's necessarily trying to be childish. I feel like she's trying to be, like, mature in a young way. Does that make sense? Like, she's trying to make her, like, I actually don't know. She's just trying to be, like, a woman, not a young woman.
She's trying to be like innocent though, in the same way as childish. Like it's really interesting that I want magic with exclamation point feels childish and intentional. And then the immediate like accusation that Mitch has is that she's old and that she has gone wrong. You know, so it's like that totally makes sense to me. That she wants to maintain that childishness when this is the way that Mitch will respond to her if she doesn't.
Yeah.
You know? And yet in this scene, it's the childishness switches from being innocent to being like naive and a little bit ridiculous.
She like she's a little whacked up, but over the edge.
It's like she says her motivations is that she tries to give magic to people. I tell what ought to be true. It's like, but the way that she talks about it is, I do this for other people. Do you buy that?
You know, she acts like it is, but it's just like, it's like telling someone that you're humble. It's like automatically just in the way she says it, you can tell she's not doing it for them. She wants magic. So she misrepresents and she lies. So she's not giving people what they want. She's giving people what she wants them to see.
Yeah. The way she puts it is she's giving people what they want from her.
And I think we can tell from like her tone. She doesn't explicitly say it, but like she doesn't really want herself, but she wants to.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
So she does really do does feel good.
Like you think that she does actually see that it is simple. So this goes for return facts the whole time. No, I think that's the other class. Like how often she takes baths constantly. It could be, and this is very English teachery, but it could be like a kind of baptism symbolism. And even if it's not, even if it doesn't go that far and become religious, it is about like washing yourself clean of things. And so if that's the case, it's not like other people are telling her to get a bath. She's doing it herself, so there must be some kind of guilt there.
Yeah.
So like when she says like, if that is sinful, let me be down for it, you're saying like she knows it's sinful a little bit. No, she says that.
It's just my favorite Captain America.
Oh.
Language.
Who is it that swears? Like that Mitch says malarkey. Like he doesn't want to straight up call her. That's a Joe Biden word. He doesn't want to straight up call her a liar, but he says you've been pitching all of this malarkey, like foolishness, and that kind of goes with childishness thing too. He's not necessarily calling her a sinner. He's saying like, why did you lie to me? Like I feel like a fool. Actually, that's so much in this book is like all the men being like really worried about being swindled or looking like fools.
Like I don't want people to lie to me, but I don't like go about my day. Really lie to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just I don't recognize it as reality. It's evil. And but I just have to like
Interesting.
just kind of like go with it.
Interesting. I wonder if that's something this book would think is more of a female perspective too. That lies can be a way of making the world a better place, or lies can be a way of softening the harshness of the world, and we sort of just expect other people to tell them. And yet the men in the book are like really committed to like what is the truth, like what is logical, what is rational. At least they think they are. But their version of that is its own kind of lie, which is like, I want to be able to control everything in my life.
I think it's also trying to be like, are you happier if you just believe the best of people, just as Stella does, or are you happier if you believe everybody's trying to mess with you and stay?
Yeah.
And I don't really answer that.
Yeah.
Because Stanley simultaneously has power, but he doesn't have like good close relationships, and Stella does. But at the same time, she has no control over anything because she doesn't fight for Jack.
Yeah.
Somehow this is a really good fight.
Even though they're all annoying. Yeah, I agree.
Each other up and make each other.
I actually really like Stanley. Because he's just as,
So
hold on.
you.
He's just as fed up with everybody else.
I like him at moments when he is pointing out the ways that, like really subtly pointing out the ways that he's been victimized by some of this behavior. Like when, like he's standing outside the window and he hears Blanche calling him like an animal and a caveman, and then she ends it with like Pollock, a racial slur. And those are the moments when he like is acting in out of anger towards mistreatment where I sympathize with him, but not when he's the mistreatment like then turns into his anger that like has to be expressed through control. You know, like when he like says people from Poland are Polish, not Polish, you know, I'm American just like everyone else. I'm like, oh, okay, I get where these insecurities are coming from. And I can see a little humanity underneath. But then he has to immediately turn that. He can't just accept those vulnerabilities. He has to immediately turn that and say, like, now I'm going to be more violent because that's the way I can be in control and I can break the plates or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but also there's the confidence. There's that one scene where like Lynch and Stella are just like doing. He hears, but then he waits outside. He goes back, yells up to her, and then when he comes in, Stella goes and hugs him. Like it says he looks at Blanche with like a twinkle in his eye, like he knows what's going on.
Oh, interesting.
So he's like proving something to him.
Yeah, yeah. There's a weird way that he does see some semblance of equality between himself and Stella, like more than Mitch does. That's why I hate Mitch the very most. Is because
I hate Mitch too.
yeah, because I forgot where it's going with that. Oh, because like Mitch sees himself and women like so differently. I think like he doesn't see any of them having the same motivations. It seems like, and Stanley at least sees Stella and says, "Here's a sexual partner for me." And maybe we're not a partner in other ways, but at least in some ways we're partners. Like he recognizes some of Stella's power with him.
Okay, I'm gonna pause everybody for a second. And I now want you to really quickly, in like 2 minutes, find a quote that talks about this and then like that shows your character's motivation or their personality or both. Yes.
From the page or just anywhere.
Preferably from a page, but anywhere if it doesn't have it on the page. I don't remember what's on the
It's got it on.
page.
Stick with the first part. Well, she just says, "Who told you I wasn't straight, my loving brother?" I mean, I think it's just, I want magic, right? Or is it, I don't tell truth, I tell what ought to be truth? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Her scattered personality,
But it's just,
fractured personality.
but it's just all over.
Like that. Mine is paper moon floating over a cardboard sea.
So she doesn't think about herself.
Oh, but you've got the last name. Great point.
Everybody have their quote?
What did Blanche's bring?
I think the very first thing she said at 45 is, "I don't want realism!" Exclamation point. I want magic! Exclamation point.
Why did you choose that?
Because she's kind of lying, but also telling the truth at the same time. She wants realism. She wants magic, but it's not like she's trying to do it for the magic. She's trying to hide and like swindle people. So it's not benevolent. It's selfish. So it's simultaneously contradicting and supporting her personality.
We also talked about how childish it made her seem. The way that she's like, I don't want realism. I want magic. It seems like she's trying to reject reality in a way that's like very, Cecilia said, childish.
So she thinks she's like,
We did the one on 135 where it was quiet down there in all capitals. And then it goes back to the one where it says we have 20 women. Because it kind of shows like angry side, but also like him trying to be like aware of thoughts.
One of my best friends is long as you know. Kind of point out in the focus and the spotlight, which should always like connected to touch in like correlation and trying to help her mentally. But you were saying it comes back that protective relationship to help Leia like struggling to give her the actual care that she needs. We're writing it.
Okay, so you also have a piece of paper that's for the stream of consciousness. Writing activity, so just like think from the perspective of the character. Just try to go over stream of consciousness. You gotta find just right. Okay. Yeah.
You can use
It's just stream of consciousness now. Okay. Good luck. It's LQ right? I don't know. Maybe there's another U there.
You got 30 seconds.
Right, so like what ideas do you guys have while you're running?
I have lunch and I just talked about liquor the whole time. I just need a night out with the boys.
Got like so, you know, like, yeah, just really want to.
I think deep down, you just want to be. I feel like you just get mugged a lot by the girls in life, especially in actions.
It's really interesting that Stanley's like main characteristic that it describes him as is like always seeking pleasure from women, and yet whenever he can get away from women, he really, really wants to. Like, is that really the source of Stanley's pleasure, or is he really loving the boys more? If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, with that.
So I have a slideshow that I should.
Okay. Have sound, or is it just images? Okay.
Okay, so.
Little arrows to go back.
Oh, yeah. It sometimes has to. Make sure it's there.
Should be normal or is?
Sorry, disagree. Yes.
Oh,
Very standard.
what?
I guess it depends on how the
Well, look at how it's phrased. It's not, it should be. It's-
Okay, so why does Blanche?
I don't think she would say it was normal. I think she would say, I think she would demand that men treat her a certain way. It might be based on lies, but she demands that men treat her a certain way. And we see that when she's trying to sell it to Lee.
Okay, so, I did agree because I don't think he like oh, it's just gonna happen. Okay, now we have a would you rather. Would you rather shove it on me or Walmart?
The cheese section.
Did you know that in Europe, it's the whole aisle for soda?
I would go to France that we told her what we were eating for dinner and she gave us the cheese to go with it. It was so cool. Yeah, it tasted very good. What tasted good? We went to Cheesemonger in France. And she gave us a special cheese. We told her, she asked us what we were eating for dinner and she gave us the cheese there with our dinner.
Okay, so it's like Stanley.
I forgot it was my Karen.
I keep thinking for me.
So why the other
Are you channeling Stanley right
If
now?
he was the one shopping, yes. It was still like.
Okay, so I feel like, Stanley Smash and everything, it's like Walmart's the best place, like, this is why we can't have my stuff.
Oh.
Okay, so obviously, but we have to.
I think he likes to have that stuff. He has all these stickers and stuff. He'll give nice stuff to his house. He'll get the best of it.
There's also, I think that she would associate something more expensive with something that's not very.
Okay, so why?
What do you think is good?
I think that it's important to have a good imagination. Because I think she thinks there's less, like pain and heartache in magic and imagination and illusion. So, she thinks that it's just like for everyone's benefit. If the whole world is illusion, because then no one has to know the truth.
Okay, so why?
Reality is what happens. Life develops, especially now. Actually, here. I think, it's like how grand she is. Oh, she's saying this. That's sad. Okay. Would you have it?
Like, I think it's, I don't know.
No. Okay. I don't know. Winter is cold. I feel like Blanche doesn't like being cold, but summer is hot, so I don't think she likes being hot either. Maybe there was a spring that, so
An
maybe I'll move.
imaginary season.
Yeah, an imaginary spring. I don't know.
She would sign things and be like, I don't want to go outside. Also,
So mean about Blanche.
she's the worst. And also like, summer is just like really decent, but possible. Summer, have all this fashion.
Yeah, winter you can have furs. And the lighting is different.
Her crappy apartment would probably get really cold. Nobody will.
Okay, I want to.
She got mad at Blanche for playing the music. I don't know. I think it was she told her to turn off. I'm standing that. But then I don't know. I feel like it doesn't say a whole lot about what she was doing.
The church music, you know, I don't want it to be like low down, like jazz music. But if it's music that elevates and dancing that's like very structured, that's a great way to create a romance. Yes.
Would you rather go to the beach?
I don't really have a good reason. Yeah, it's more primitive, I guess.
We're all the rich people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunsets are not stupid. Like,
Objectively not stupid.
objectively, it's, everybody's like, ooh, sunsets, but we can't see them, so I don't.
What?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
How do you
Not
never
where
see
I
it?
live. Have you looked at the sky?
where Sandra lives.
I mean, I thought it did.
Amazing. Pretty great. It's better to do it on. About
I guess I'm thinking it's less of this better. So she feel like she doesn't want it to be really nice, but it's not so much kind, it's like. She's like.
Anything to be brutal.
okay, this side. For Sandra. So.
I just feel like being brutally honest is very mellow, but I do think it's her being honest. I don't think Blanche gets that because it's not.
Okay, we're gonna have a bunch of mediocre.
Is your good friends?
Yeah.
Would you just like to see? Not the right word, but I get what it is.
She wants to be.
Yeah, she wants to be admired by a lot of people. Lots of people like her. I thought she was like
I think Blanche would be okay if there was one man who was. I don't know that she needs everybody propping her up. If the one person really felt her legs. See the way that she just latches on to it. She's just doing everything.
Mrs. Du Bois.
okay, this side. Okay, perfect.
How it is.
This side. Get that like vibration. Stella lies to Blanche like at the end of the season away, and like she lies so much that even we don't know that it's gonna happen. And so I think she did that because she wanted to help her and not hurt her. And that's just like, well, you have to do more. Okay, time's up.
All right, good job, guys. Good job, Leslie. So next time, I think we like really, it's interesting that Blanche and Stanley were very rarely on the same side. So next time, we're gonna talk about how Blanche and Stanley might have some stuff in common. That might be part of why they are butting heads so much. Let's get the markers back in the back of the room. And I believe your major works data sheet is due next time. So the thing where you fill out author info, setting, and so on. Activities. Here we go. I'll be good.
Oh, where did the markers go?
Thank you.
Oh, back there in that drawer.